Alright, hey, hello and welcome back, and today I'm going to be doing a Marketing Monday on our Twitch streamer, Atrioc. So, let me get started by putting on a baseball cap to relate to Atrioc's community, because who doesn't love a man that normally wears a baseball cap? So, who is Atrioc, and why is he different than everyone else in his community? Why is he different than, I don't know, say Ludwig or XQC or someone like that? Well, Atrioc is probably the most human Twitch streamer we have. He's a video gamer, he is a streamer, and he also has a job. He has a job at Nvidia as a marketer. And this makes it so he has a unique perspective on really things that are happening around him. And since he's really knowledgeable, people really like listening to him. And not only that, he has his own goofy laugh, he communicates with his community, and overall it feels like the whole community is coming together when we view him, and we feel like we're growing with him rather than through him. So, to start, I'm going to start off by using some marketing terms, because this is a Marketing Monday after all. So what is Atrioc's competitive priority? So these are 4 categories that businesses need to have when they really want to go into a market and excel in a market. So each market has their own things that you have to have, their competitive necessities. So there's things such as cost, time, flexibility, and quality. So say you're going into a fast food business, you need to have something called time. Or say you want to go into Twitch streaming, you have to have quality content so people just watch you. You just have to have like a minimum baseline quality so it's good enough just so people can watch you for a bit. But what puts Atrioc above the rest? Well, first of all, he's free, but that's just all media nowadays, or all Twitch streaming media and all YouTube media nowadays. Something that is important, but I wouldn't call as a competitive priority, is time. He does post daily or almost daily, and that is really, really important because we are able to watch him every day and be reminded that he exists, especially as a YouTube frog and not as a Twitch Andy. He has a lot of quality content, so you might have thought this was like his competitive priority to put quality above everyone else, but with people like Mr. Beast out there, and people like Smallin, it's a lot harder to get quality content over while also doing time, because time and quality in the sense of content creation are really different, are just antonyms, such as flexibility and cost. Those are also the complete opposite. But Atrioc does have quality content. He makes sure all his videos make sense, they have a storyline, or they all have a goal overall. Either he's reacting to a cool video where the goal is learning something, he has a Marketing Monday where the goal is to teach people marketing and talk about marketing, or he's just trying to beat a random Hitman world record or have fun in Hitman, such as, I don't know, do a Hitman limited time event. It's just to have fun and play games with Atrioc. But despite all of those being cool and important, I would say his main competitive priority is his flexibility. Now you see, I was listing a bunch of stuff there when I was talking about his quality content. Atrioc, he has Marketing Mondays, he has his ghost, he has a character, he has a community that thrives around him with his Reddit and his Reddit song, and people are always talking about him. He has memes that are built around him, but people also treat him as smart and intellectual and really knowing what's happening. Because you can see in this image that he's not only Atrioc, he's Big A, or he's the Glister, or he has a Sigma grind set. He's just a bunch of different things, and that means he has a lot of breadth and also depth. And I know most people watching this are probably not marketers, but what breadth is that he has a lot of random stuff. But also, so yeah, he has all his like marketing, he has Hitman, he has reaction videos, he has a Reddit. And this is able to attract a big audience, because it's well known in the Atrioc community that people often show their content to their dad. People like such through S3K have, I don't know, there's middle schoolers such as Sekik, and there's even there's people in college and post-college such as Huda or Evan Gao who even dropped college to do things with Atrioc and Twitch stream. So he has a giant audience. He has a giant range of audience with his breadth of content of marketing and also video games. But at the same time, he also has a major depth. Because he's known throughout the Ludwig community, or I don't know, just Twitch stream, or Twitch in general, he has a lot of video game content and a lot of backing for his video game videos. Such as Hitman, he was nominated for the Twitch stream, or for the speedrun of the year and almost won it. So he is able to make Hitman content and quality Hitman content after quality and quality. And then he also has his marketing videos, which he has his most common 3 lines videos, but just his marketing videos in general, such as the Gacha game one. He just has a bunch of, like, he has the Gacha game video, he has the 3 lines, he has just every single marketing Monday stacking upon each other. So even though he has a giant breadth of things, he's not diluted because he just keeps on he's able to stack and stack and stack. Because you see other streamers or other YouTubers, even though they have like their main thing, when they get like more Let's Plays and things that people just don't really like, it dilutes their brand and makes it so we can't really grow along with them. But Atrioc is able to manage this well. So, I actually did something pretty cool. If I say so myself, I wanted to see how Atrioc's community compared to other Twitch communities or YouTube communities views him on Twitter. So to do this, if you've seen the Michael Reeves' most recent video, I did something kind of similar. I kind of just took a bank of words. I don't really have one for like Twitch people, and I don't really have the of course I don't funding, but I don't really have the capability of making my own data set. I was able to still run a sentiment analysis on people's data, on people's tweets. So what I did, I took 1,000 tweets from each content creator, and I took Ludwig, Atrioc, XQC, and Amaranth because all of them are in the same community and they all make very similar content. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so they got all of these people with similar content. So what I did, I ran them through a text thing, which is able, in the bottom here, you're able to see that I ran it through one where it scores their tweets based off their sentiment, anger, fear, disgust, happiness, sadness, and surprise. And it ranked that, and I took all this data and ranked it against each of these streamers. So what I was thinking is that Atrioc's community probably he probably has like the most positive reviews from his community, because other people are always involved in some sort of controversy, or people just don't think of them as much. But I think, just on my hypothesis, I thought Atrioc's community is extremely loyal, and everyone loves Atrioc. So, for example, people think Atrioc's channel is too funny, man, or I love Atrioc. And when talking about Ludwig, they were, when I looked through the tweets, they were kind of just mixed. It said one was like, Ludwig is a fire name, man. And others were just talking about Ludwig and Smash Bros. Because of the current Smash tournament. When they talked about Amaranth, it's a lot of horny people. It's a lot of horny people. Wow. I was very surprised. And when they talked about XQC, I could not understand half of them. There was a lot of ultra Twitch lingo and juicer stuff, but overall I thought they were just kind of wild and not really focused on loving XQC rather than loving his community and energy. But despite all that, let me show you the graphs. So on the bottom, that is the one that has the most of this certain category, and on the top is the least. I didn't really show the numbers because they get really messy when I turn them on. So in terms of sentiment, that's just how someone's feeling towards someone. Amaranth does take the most, but that's not too important. When people think of who are they angriest at, people are angriest at Atrioc most of the time. Yeah, the Twitter users are angriest at Atrioc, followed by XQC, then Amaranth, then Ludwig. Maybe the XQC one is because of r/place drama, but I don't know why people are so mad at Atrioc. The numbers don't lie, but I cannot tell you why. For fear, people are most feared of Atrioc as well. And in close second, XQC. Why are people scared of Atrioc and XQC? I don't know. In terms of disgust, people think Atrioc is the most disgusting. Well, the XQC. I don't know why. In terms of happiness, Atrioc and Amaranth are literally tied. So when people are watching Amaranth, they feel as happy as they are watching Atrioc. Now, the amount of like serotonin and dopamine that I get when I watch them both, exactly the same type. In terms of sadness, Atrioc also takes the cake. He's the highest in terms of sadness. And in terms of surprise, Atrioc is also the highest. So in 6 out of the 7 categories, Atrioc is the top dog in all of these. So what I think this means, and I thought it was really interesting, is that people that have strong opinions on Atrioc. People love being part of his community. People feel like they're a part of it. Like they can talk about anything. They can have strong feelings about, like, say, his marketing. They can have strong feelings about his opinions on Enron or something like that. So I think when they're talking about Atrioc, they are able to like feel like part of a community and fully put themselves out there. So yeah, people have strong feelings about Atrioc, which I think makes his community thrive and makes it so people want to come back and people feel like they're part of the community. So let me talk about to you another marketing principle called the elaboration likelihood model. So I'll explain to you because a lot of people aren't in marketing here, but this is one of the core things of marketing. So every ad, every business just has a message that they want to convey with their advertisements. And then to convey this message to your demographic, you have to either use the high motivation route or the low motivation route. The high one's called the central, low is called the peripheral. So in the central route, let me start with central. In the central route, this is when people are paying attention. This is when people need to know things. So for example, if you're trying to sell, I'll use Atrioc's company for example. So say NVIDIA wants to sell their newest processor to a crypto bro. Because a crypto bro really wants the highest processing power for their money. These people will be looking at the numbers. They'll be checking out, oh, is this processor slightly better? Is this cost effective? So they'll be focusing on the ad, they'll be paying attention. So NVIDIA can use things such as just a picture of their product, put some numbers on it. So even though others might not be paying attention, say this would buy them a YouTube ad, I would skip instantly. But say people were paying attention and wanted to know the numbers. This would be extremely important for them, and this would increase them wanting to buy the product. In contrast, say you were just trying to talk to gamers, say you were just trying to talk to gamers, you would put big flashy lights, do a really cool image, maybe talk about someone's fame, use an attractive model, or just do all this stuff to make it so, or even a repetitive beat is really important. So if you remember the Manny Ramirez video he watched, it was just the same beat over and 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 over. But this just kept people's attention when they're like talking to people that are just trying to live their life, trying to do whatever they want to do normally. Not really trying to pay attention to the ad, which is like 85% of people, I think maybe 90. So how does Atrioc do this? Well, his community is Twitch, and he knows this. So what he does is that he has his marketing knowledge, because everyone wants to really learn something in the end. So he has his marketing knowledge, and everyone kind of knows this, but they're not really going to try to pay attention and learn everything. But Atrioc does this well. He mixes this with like funny jokes, funny tweets, funny other things, which gives him a competitive edge against others, because even though it's like numbers and things like that, he does it in a way where it's kind of funny. He has this iconic laugh. Hey. Hey. Okay. Yeah, he has an iconic laugh. Everyone laughs along with him. And he knows his demographic. And he doesn't really need to know their geographic things. He doesn't need to know psychographic or behavior in this case. But he knows his demographic is trying to just live their life. They are just trying to chuck them on in the background, maybe when they're doing homework, maybe before bed or on the toilet. He knows this, and he is able to just provide entertaining content while not trying to put it to numbers. He's not trying to make it too numbers based, but he's also keeping it enough numbers based so people are staying entertained. So finally, I'd like to talk about his customer relationship management. So Atrioc, he has a lot of customer care. He is very good at keeping with his community. And you see this through examples of his subreddit. He has a Reddit recap song, and he's able to stay with his Reddit recap with cool fan art and new topics every week. And through this, he was able to build a community of college, of people in college, of people of middle schoolers, and even dads of these people. As well as this. So through this, everyone wants to watch him, and everyone feels like they're included as a community. He also has his name out there. He has his, so people such as like Amiru, Amarath, just other Twitch streamers, they all know of Atrioc, and this makes it so their viewers also know of Atrioc. So once they find his content, they know if it's for him. Now I would say a little bit of an error with his, I can't say everything is perfect with Atrioc. I'd say a little bit of an error, or not error per se, but a little bit of a problem that Atrioc might have is gaining new viewers, because his videos are not the most consistent of all videos of any YouTube channel, because he did focus on flexibility rather than time, or rather than quality, even though he does have quality videos. So because his videos are more flexible, it's harder to know if Atrioc's content is for you, because you'll know if his personality is, but you can't just stay with the community because of personality at first. You have to be attracted, you have to be hooked by a video. So everyone knows who he is, but it's hard for him to stick viewers, and I guess that's a problem, but at the same time, I think he's doing a great job, and I cannot complain, because I cannot do any better personally. And really, I love watching his content, so what can I say? So, and in terms of public relation, he has people that love his content. He has diehard fans that people just come back and watch his content and make him fan art. And honestly, he has a community that's an awful lot like offline TV. And if you know offline TV's community, it's a bunch of people that are addicted to their content and live their life through offline TV. He has a very similar vibe when it comes to viewers, as seen earlier with the sentiment analysis. Everyone has a strong opinion when they can talk about Atrioc. And that is really all I have today. But what I wanted to ask is that, hey, gotta shoot my shot. I have an opportunity here. So Atrioc, you love giving back to your community. For example, you always sponsor your fan arts. You commission people to make artwork for you. And you've even gotten someone an internship at NVIDIA before. So while I'm still here, I'd like to ask if you have any room to be a mentor in the NVIDIA marketing department, because I graduate college next year, and I am looking for an internship, and I think NVIDIA is local to me and would be a great opportunity. So thank you for watching the Atrioc Marketing Monday, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.